Hey guys, and welcome to the first VoP clan match. Now I'm going to be casting this clan match. It's a 3v3, took place between VoP and a clown clan. On our side of the team, we've got Cypher spawning as the pink Zerg right over here, and then we've got the blue Terran, who is cool, and then we have yellow Protoss, which is fish. Now, these three here are the VoP members. On the other team, we have the green Terran, who's Blood, and we've got the purple Terran as Sir, and we've got the red Protoss as Backtracker. So before I get into the game, I'd just like to go over a little bit about VoP now. We have hit about 20 members right now, which is pretty amazing to have 20 members in a game which only requires 4 to play a 4v4. So we thought we'd started to do a little bit more clan battles and stuff like that, get involved in that sort of stuff, and I'm hopefully going to be casting all the clan battles that we do. I don't know how long they're going to be or if I get enough time later on, but it is my goal to be casting as many clan battles as I possibly can. This is the first clan battle for VoP though, so I hope you guys enjoy it. It turns out really well from what I heard from the boys, so we're going to see how they make it happen, how they use their teamwork. We won't really be able to see their communication because I don't have the TeamSpeak voice recordings for them, but I guess you guys like listening to my commentary better anyways, so hopefully I can make it interesting for you guys, and yeah. So for my videos, we've got the YouTube channel, which is VoPStarCraft. We also have all of our videos on the website, which is VoPclan.com. And if you go there, you can check out all of our videos under the Videos tab. I don't post all of them on there, I just post whichever one's the latest one. So if you guys want to check that out, you can check that out as well. But I mean, I've got the VoP StarCraft channel, so if you like my commentaries and if you like watching what we do, please go ahead and subscribe. It really helps us. And you know what? We always like to provide good, entertaining videos for you guys to watch. It's all VoP stuff that we put on here, so if you're in the clan, definitely subscribe. And if you are a person who's just watching, and if you like us, please do subscribe and favorite the videos and whatnot. Comment on it. Let me know what I can do better next time and what I did good, what I did bad. I mean, this is my second commentary, so just let me know what I can do to improve, because I'm sure there's many things that I can do. So getting back here to the game, we've got Fish going just a kind of a standard build here. He's got 2 gates with a Cybo core, and he's got 2 gas going down, and we've got the blue Terran going 2 Rex right now with a full wall off at the front, so nothing can get in. And then we've got the Zerg player just kind of going the metabolic boost along with a gas, and nothing too fancy. He's not really quite getting a Baneling's Nest, even though he has enough gas for it, so we'll see kind of what sort of build he goes for. And let's see here, the Terran actually went 3 Rex right now, and he's pumping out a lot of Marines out of all 3 of his Rex right there. So I think he doesn't even have his gas, so he's actually doing a 4 Rex right there. So he's going mass Marines. An all-in build, which I don't really suggest on a map like this. And then we've got an orbital command going down for the purple Terran, and we've got 1, so he pretty much went 1 barracks and straight to a factory, and he's pumping out a couple of units, but I believe he might go fast tanks. So we're going to see how that works out. Oh, we do see an armory, so it might be fast Thors that we see from purple. And the red Protoss player, he seems to be just kind of not sure what he's doing. I think he wants to get his warp gate up, but he has 3 gates, and he's putting down a 4th one. So he possibly could be going a weird 4-gate type of build. So we'll see what we can expect from him. So that's what all of the 3 players are up to right now. It's actually pretty hard to commentate a 3v3 because there's just so much going on in the game that you have to catch up on everything. Just make sure that you kind of review what everybody's doing. So I'm actually just gonna put the productions tab on so you guys can kind of just see what everybody's doing here. It's really gonna help you guys understand how the game plays out. So you got a couple of lings here. They're just kind of poking around, trying to see what's happening in the map. And we've got green here pushing out with purple. Now this can be very interesting because this is a mass Marine army, and it is 6 minutes in the game. So I think that's fairly late in the game for a mass Marine army to be pushing out like that, because I mean, any sensible Zerg would be able to go, Banelings against that, especially knowing that there's 2 Terrans. So we're gonna see how this one plays out. Now they're pushing out here while the Zerglings are up here trying to break the rocks, and also blue is pushing out. So we're doing pretty much a trade-off here because, our VoP guys are going to attack them, and they're coming in right to attack us. So we're going to see how this works out here. The green team and the purple are actually right over here, right outside a ramp. We're going to see how that goes. Marauders coming out from blue, so he doesn't have a lot of Marines. He's just going heavy Marauders. Warp Gate's going up for yellow, and, well, they are pushing back now because they do notice that their main base is being attacked, and there's no wall up there. He does put a force field out, so he does block some of the units. That's going to be crucial because that's going to stop the mass army from coming in. But the mass army does start to attack those warp gates, which should be fairly bad for him because now he can't warp in that many units. So he's warping in one zealot, and he's just kind of waiting for the main army to come back. And not sure what's going on here, but Backtracker is also coming in with a couple of stalkers, so they're doing multiple combat attacks, but very well done by VoP members. They held that attack off really easily, no problem, and they are pushing back on them now. Now, Backtracker's got a solid army there, stalkers and zealots, and we'll see how they can defend that off. A couple of lings from Cypher. But so far, I think it's fine because there's only one army here, and then there's all three of us. And there's lots of Marauders to take care of that, no problem whatsoever, especially with Stim. So not a problem for Blue and Zerg, the pink Zerg, to take that on and just take care of that Stalker army. And then we've got a couple of more Marines pushing out here, but they're not going to be successful as we have a lot of Stalkers on the field. And that first attack was pretty much unsuccessful because we held it off really well. And those are just a couple of Stalkers running for their life, retreating while we kind of take our game back here. Now we've got a couple of Stalkers from Fish here, just trying to poke around, see what to do, pick off any units that are left. We do have an Overlord here just to warp in any units, any DTs if you ever need to do that. And they are all retreating at this point. Now there's one Expo going down here. There are Lings poking at the rock, so that Expo could possibly be going down soon. The Zerg has his Expo up here, so they're fairly even at this point in the game. Now we've got a lot of heavy Marauder, Marine, a Ling, and army. And here we go. We do see a blink up the base, so we are harassing the back of the mineral line for red, and the whole army is being pushed back. Now there are 2 Thors on the field, which is pretty amazing. And Mass Marine army coming in, but they get picked off because they did not use the A-flick move. So that's going to be very crucial. And there are also some simple probes just kind of getting in the line of fire. I think they were trying to transfer them over or something, but those all probes got raped, and now the high ground advantage for purple is going to force the blue to fall back. And a lot of damage done here. I mean, pretty much the whole mineral line was wiped out, and I think he was trying to move his probes outside the base, and they got caught by the blue Terrans, so that was pretty crucial there. And I think if you look at the income tab, red is not doing too good right now. He's at 20 minerals, which is really bad. Now we have 2 Thors and a couple of Marines, so no problem for those Thors to take on this army right here. Blue does stim to focus fire that one Thor down, but it's not going to be enough because the other Thor is fairly strong, and there are 2 SCVs repairing the Thor. The Lings are continuing on to poking away at those rocks, while the yellow Protoss player is getting an Expo and transferring the probes over, so that's going to be a big plus. Here we go, we see another attack, another blink up on the base, and that is crucial because those Stalkers are doing a lot of damage. The Warp Gate is down for red. Red is at 0 mining and has not a lot of units, just 3 Stalkers and 3 Zealots. If you look at the units tab, I mean, we've got Infestors coming on the way, and I mean, this is going to be fairly one-sided game here, so blink back down, and they're going to go home after they did all the damage that they could. And I mean, they've got a mobile army right here. They don't have too much. Green right here is continue to going Mass Marines, and I don't think that's a pretty good idea here because, I mean, Mass Marines is not just going to cut it, especially with Infestors on the way. Ling's still poking away at the rocks, and we've got about 4 Infestors here. So that is quite a lot of Infestors to take on that Mass Marine army. They're right at this point, they're really worried about their Expos in the middle because that's the only thing that's going to win the game for them. So they're going to be protecting that. Now, the one thing I like about these guys here is they're kind of moving together, which is, you know, essential at this point because they really need to move together. They don't have a lot of army to kind of just be poking around all on their own. The Lings do successfully break the barrier here, and there's no army protecting the SCVs, and they are going to go down. There we are. We see a big loss for purple. He did not defend his command center well enough, and he's not lifting it off, which he should be doing right now. And we could possibly be seeing this going down. And we've got another fight going on. The Stalkers blink back up on the base, just try to do some harassment, try to distract while the pink Zerg takes out the command center, and they are successful. Not a lot of Stalkers lost there. They were able to just create that small distraction, blink back down, and that Expo is down. Now, right now, we've got we've got 1, 2, 3 Expos on our side. They've got pretty much just their main bases on and 0 Expos. So we're definitely ahead at this point in the game. I mean, Fish is kind of being greedy and wants to take the third Expo for himself, so we'll see how that works out. And then the Zerg is just going Masslings and Infestors and Corruptors on the way. He might be going Broodlord Tech, which he actually is, so once those Broodlords are up, this is going to be pretty much GG right here. And Mass Marauders, we're still seeing Mass Marauders from Cool here, and because he just wants to pump those out for the Stalkers, and a lot of Lings on the field. So we've got a fair bit of map control right over here, and we're trying to get more by getting that Zelnaga Tower, but a lot of map control right over here. I mean, they're not even going to be Expoing in the middle. They're actually really scared to do so. Their mains are starting to run out. I mean, Red here has not even started to mine again, so it's pretty much, 2 bases versus 6 bases, which is not a very comfortable position for these guys to be in. They have Mass Marine and Thors, and we have a very good mix of Infestors, Broodlords coming possibly, and Marine Marauder, whereas in Fish here has a lot of Stalkers. Now the upgrades are 0-0. 1 upgrade for the Terran player, and what about the Zerg player? The Zerg player got no upgrades either, so we could have gotten a little bit more upgrades, but I think at this point in time it's not even a problem because we've had this game won, because we did take out all their Expos. They're not mining. If you look at the income tab, red 0, purple, well, he's doing 1,000 about, and green is not doing too well, and we're doing really good. We're in the 1400s, so we're definitely ahead. Now I think blue wants to take out those 2 rocks, or maybe scout or get some more map control there. Now this is again essential because we don't want them expoing. And we might be seeing a 2-prong attack. A lot of storms here, not with the storm research yet though, or they do have the research, but they don't have enough energy. So we've got the storms on the left-hand side, the main army going in the middle, and they are pushing out with a heavy marine army, and the Zerg does scout that, pulls back, very smart move, and goes back in, pulls back again. So it's not smart to engage that army right there because those slings would get raped. Now here we are, we've seen the Broodlords are retreating, and Fish is on the left-hand side. I think this could be a very good multi-pronged attack. Now here we go, Marines in the middle, and there goes the Storm and Fungal Growth all at the same time. Very powerful. He did not morph them into Broodlords. These Corruptors up here are freaking pounding away at the medevacs, along with the Blues army coming in and just eating up. Feedback's going down. Storm's going down, and a lot of Broodlords on the field. This is so GG. One-sided game. That army was just eaten up, and we will take a look at the graphs and see how that falls. But that army was just annihilated in seconds with the fungal growths going down, and the storm is just so powerful. That is the worst nightmare for Mass Marines, to see a storm and fungal growth all at the same time. So here's the army now, just trying to, take away whatever's left from the other team. Those feedbacks were amazing. They feed back the medevacs, and they feed back the Thors, and that worked out really well. So feedback, storm, and fungal growth, very well done. A lot of APM there that these guys needed to use for that, but they did a really good job. And now they're just cleaning up the rest of the mess. And map hacks. Yep, for sure. So that's game right there. Win for VoP. Looking at the stats, I'm really interested in the APM. We've got Fish here with an average of 104. We've got Cool here with 54. We've got Cypher here with a 59. So pretty good APMs for our guys. Again, I think Cypher could improve just a little bit, but he did a really good job with those fungal growths, so good on him. And the other guys here, we've got Backtracker on 77, we've got Sir on 73, and we've got Blood on 44. So great job, guys. We're really proud of you for winning, obviously, the first VoP clan match. There are going to be many more coming, so please stay tuned on the VoP channel, and hopefully I'll be able to commentate on more clan battles. Thanks for watching. If you like it, please do subscribe it, hit the like button, and commentate. We really appreciate your support. Thanks a lot.